Hey everyone, it's Evangeline here at Etrailer, and today we have the CURT Premium 4 hanging style bike rack. We'll take a look at how it fits our 2023 Honda CR-V. The CURT Premium is what I would recommend for people that want a hanging style bike rack, but they want something that's affordable but also good for children's bikes and even mountain bikes. So because of the unique way that this bike rack is designed, where it tapers towards the end, it makes it easier for those types of frames. So if that's you, you might be interested in this video. First off is we do have the CURT Premium 4. This is also available as a 5 bike rack, which I actually recommend because if you're already going to be carrying around multiple bikes, why not add another one? So here we have our bike, and notice how we have 3 touch points. 1, 2, and 3. That third touch point is to help minimize the sway side to side of the bike. Unfortunately, with a hanging rack, you cannot completely minimize that sway, but look at the difference that this strap has. So without the strap, there's a lot more movement. Very important to use that. When taking the bike off, pull on the strap, take it out the tabs, 1, 2, and 3. And now that that's released, we're then going to grab the bike and just kind of pivot it through the rack. So notice here, where it does get more tapered, how much easier it is to bring the bike through. When you have mountain bikes, like my size frame mountain bike, which is a medium, that can get a lot trickier, especially when you have other accessories like bottle holders on your bike. Notice though the shape of those cradles on the rack. So this is there to give support to your bike's frame. You can move these cradles around to get a better fit. So whether you have a small frame, you can have it face inward, or a larger frame, have it face outward. You then get your strap and just put them into the tabs. Now coming on here to the other side, notice how with this 1, 2, 3, 4 cradles, the 5th one will add a little bit more length. So let's take a measurement to see how much length does this add to the back of the vehicle. I like to measure from the bumpers. We're going to go out to the reflectors, and that is about 41.5 inches away from the back of our car. The 5 bike version will add about 6 inches to that measurement. And that's something to remember when you're backing up into your garage or trying to park into a really tight spot. With more bikes, you also have more clearance issues. If you do want to take up less space, especially when bikes are not on, what you can do is you can lower the arms. This has a pin and clip. Once the pin and clip's out, you're able to maneuver the arms down and then put the pin and clip back in. When you compare this to other hanging style bike racks, some of them have levers that you just need to pull, and you don't have to deal with all that. Fortunately, if you're not using this feature often, you only have to do it once, and it's pretty fast. So from the bumper to the end of the rack, it is 13 inches away from our vehicle design. Big difference compared to when it was folded down. And if you need to open up the hatch, you can tilt this rack away. There's a little bit of a process to it. I'll guide you through the process. You pull this retaining clip, you loosen the knob in the back, and then once that knob is loose, you can then pull out this pin. Finally, there's this lever up here that you need to pull up, and then the entire rack tilts away. Notice now how much space we have between our rack and our hatch. We can now grab things like our strollers, grab our waters, our helmets. It was kind of annoying to have to take off all the bikes in order to tilt this away, but that is pretty normal for a hanging rack. If you do want to avoid that hassle, you can find a platform rack that tilts away, but those take up a lot more space, are more bulky, and are usually more pricey. If you are interested though, you may want to take a look at the CURT Transfer V2 4 bike rack as an alternative. Well, this fits into your 2-inch receiver hitch. You do have an anti-rattle bolt and a clip, so not a lock. There is a welded bracket in the back which you can feed your own cable lock through, But other than that, this does not have its own security features. Those are all add-ons that you can find here at Etrailer. This really is designed for those smaller bikes as well as those mountain bikes. So if that's you and that's your type of bike, I do recommend taking a look at the 4-bike or the 5-bike version of this rack. But it is nice to see that it is a fit for your vehicle. So you saw the CURT Premium 4-bike platform rack on the 2023 Honda CR-V.